Hello. I would like my audience members to vote no on the legalization of marijuana next year in the November election. In recent years, many states have passed laws that legalize marijuana for recreational and medicinal use, including Washington and Colorado. These laws were very controversial when passed, and there was no precedent for these laws. When these laws are passed, they are often rushed. According to Newsweek, Colorado's laws were constructed in 6 months. This means that law enforcement and government agencies did not have sufficient time to know what they were doing with these laws. These laws were very controversial. There was no precedent set for them, and they had no idea what they were doing because there was no other states doing this. This law is technically illegal according to the federal government, but they've kind of turned a blind eye to the states. Do you want your kids to have easier access to marijuana than ever before? There will be more marijuana in the streets if this law is passed. Marijuana legalization will be similar to alcohol, which you have to be 21 to buy it for medical and recreational use. This means that there will be a lot more marijuana in the streets. Many people will have some of their friends who are 21 buy them marijuana if they really want to get it, which will not be good for your children. According to the White House, potency is 3 times more than in the past 20 years. This is not good for your children's health. Do you want your child to be exposed to this kind of marijuana, running rampant in the streets? With all this marijuana in the streets, do you want your child exposed to that? Is that good for their health or their well-being? The RAND Institute states that potential economic benefits from marijuana legalization have been overstated. Many supporters of the marijuana legalization will say that the tax benefits will outweigh the health benefits, and this statement simply is not true. The RAND Institute has disproved this. The health benefits are very, very slim to none. Many people who are on marijuana have a lot of lung cancer, lung issues because of it, and so they will have higher healthcare costs, and because of Obamacare, the taxpayers are going to be paying for a lot of this healthcare. Like I said, that's a main argument for these supporters is the tax benefits of this marijuana, but that is simply not true. According to the WhiteHouse.gov in 2011, 4.2 million people met the criteria for dependence on marijuana. How are you going to get a job or stay in school if you are dependent on marijuana? Many people who have jobs, or many employers, have drug tests when people apply for jobs, or weekly or regularly when they have these jobs. If you are dependent on marijuana, you will not be able to keep this job or move up status in your job. Also, you're less likely to maintain a higher education if you are smoking marijuana. It is very expensive, so you will want to get a job to pay for your higher education, but if you are smoking marijuana almost daily, you will not be able to get this kind of job. Increased availability leads to increased health and safety costs. As I said earlier, if you have easier access to it, you are most likely to smoke it. Is that what you want your communities to be like? Do you want your communities to be running rampant with marijuana, with teens and adults dependent on marijuana, and not be able to get an education or jobs? Thank you.